What's up, everybody? This is your boy Venom, back to give you another video. And today, the reactathon continues. I just want to point out right now, I've been gone for 2 days. I had to take a break because I was recording a lot and I didn't have a lot of time, and I was just getting kind of brain freeze on the whole thing, so I had to kind of regroup, as you say. Anyways, we're going to get back to it because we have a few more days of this shit to go. We're looking at maybe about 4, maybe 5 more videos, and the reactathon will be over. And then we're stepping it up to something even better. So, stay tuned. But for now, hold on 1 second. I can't forget, considering we're reacting to this fucking movie, I gotta wear the bald cap, for Michael Myers, because he's an old man. Gotta wear the bald cap, dude. Yeah, it looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Especially with my long hair. Looks like I got 2 ponytails. Oh yeah, I'm wearing it through the whole thing. Halloween ends. Thank the fuck God it's gonna end, because I can't take any more of this bullshit. The first movie was like, okay at best, in my opinion. It didn't really do anything special. I know, it's very distracting, isn't it? I'm gonna put it on before I start, though. It was disappointing. Plain and simple. I thought it sucked. In my personal opinion, I'll never watch it again. That's how much I did not like it. Hell, I would watch the other Halloween movies 100 times over before I'd watch that again. And the sequel, don't even get me started. That was a slap to the face as a fan. You could go back and watch my review of it, and you'll understand how upset I was about that damn film. I mean, like, the first half, it was really good. It's like, oh man, they're building up to this epic moment. And then they get about halfway through the movie, and it's like somebody took over that didn't know what they were doing. They had the complete opposite mindset, and they completely ruined the movie. And I have no hope for this one. I'm going to point that out right now. I'm not going in with hate, but I am going in with hate. Because after seeing the last movie, I can't expect this to be any better. They done fucked it up already. They done fucked it up. The last movie was a joke, and anybody that says it was a good film is lying, and they are easily amused by the littlest things. I ain't some hardcore Halloween fan, but I do love this franchise. And I will say it again, because I'm pretty sure I said it in my review. I love the Rob Zombie versions. Mostly the first one. Second one was good too, but wasn't as good. I loved Rob Zombie's take on that. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this. You know what? I was wearing it backwards. No wonder why it looked weird. There we go. This movie is gonna be different, right? It's like a cat. So we're doing a double review again, or a double reaction. Halloween ends, and then we're going on to something that's probably gonna be way better. So, get your Michael Myers helmets on and let's get it. Are you ready? Halloween ends. Finally. Finally. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, motherfucker! Ah! Oh, wait. I'm superhuman. I don't die. That doesn't hurt. Check this out. I got a hole in my hand. I look like the Crow. Whoa! Guess what? I think y'all already know what I'm gonna say here. Y'all probably already know. I'm not fucking impressed by this shit. You wanna know why? Because a lot of scenes that were in that, I already noticed it right away. They're from the other movies. What kind of stupid ass trailer is this? You wanna show flashback scenes, show it to us in the actual movie. We don't need flashbacks. We've already seen the previous two films, so why are you showing flashbacks in a trailer that's only about a minute long? Because you have nothing good to show us. That's the first thing I'm going to point out. Now, I'm sure that they're going to get one thing right for sure. It's probably going to be a slaughter fest. I mean, the last movie, a lot of people got killed. But that doesn't make the movie. That's not why we all tune in. Yes, some of us are sadistic assholes and we just want to see a little violence. But any horror movie has violence. Sorry. Try something different. We've seen this before. More than enough. So basically what the trailer's telling me is that Laurie's finally going to be out of the hospital. And she's going to be waiting for Michael to show up. And one last epic battle, kind of like how they promised in the very first damn movie. How they promised in the second damn movie when there was no battle at all. Oh, God, that one really bothered me in that last one. It's like, you know, the trailers and all the shit you've been seeing leading up to the film's release was like the big showdown between Michael and Laurie. And then it never happened. She was barely in the movie at all, I might add. Spoiler alert. If you didn't want to know that, I'm sorry. But don't go watch that piece of shit film. It's not worth watching. If you're a Halloween fan and you've not seen it, I wouldn't recommend watching it. And unless you wanted to see how bad it can get. And not in a good way either. So, I'm not surprised that I didn't really enjoy that trailer. For one, it just felt like every Halloween trailer. They didn't tell us anything different. They didn't show us anything different. I know that there's probably additional stuff out there right now. I think just recently something was released that adds a little bit more to the trailer. But honestly, like I said in the one video, now that I've seen it, now that I've looked at it, now that I've taken it in, now all I want to do is take it out. I want to go in the bathroom and blow chunks until my fucking liver comes out. God, I wish they wouldn't have made this movie. But I was, you know, about 95% sure they were going to make one more. This idea that they had to start from scratch, even though they didn't. You know, I'm going to point this out. I know this is a reaction video. I know this is about Halloween and the other reaction I'm about to do. But I just got done watching the new Resident Evil Netflix TV show. Okay? And y'all know me. If you've watched any of my shit or anything at Resident Evil related, I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. I fucking love the shit. I adore it. I have everything, every fucking game, all the movies, anything. The only thing I don't have is the books. They're kind of hard to come by from what I've been told. And they're kind of pricey too at times. But before I started watching it, I had the mindset like everybody else did. And I'm usually not like that with anything. Actually, I'm never like that with anything, really. I don't go into something by what other people have told me, because a lot of people are cynical assholes and they look for something to hate. And I went into it with that mindset, and I have to say I was blown the fuck away by it. Why am I saying this? Because I'm trying to compare it to Halloween. That's why I'm saying that. Halloween's trying to, everybody says, oh, this is a new grand thing. This is all new, man. They're taking a whole brand new approach to it, while altering the entire storyline, changing so many things that any fan would have been upset about when it came to anything else. That's where Resident Evil comes in. People bitched and cried and whined and complained about that new Resident Evil TV show before they even seen it. Their minds were already made up. Oh, they gender swapped Wesker. Big fucking deal. What are you, a racist? You can't handle that? Is it too much? Is it too woke for you? Fuck woke bullshit. I watched the entire season last night from point A to point B, and not at one point did I want to stop, because I wanted to keep watching more, because it was that fucking fun. I had a blast watching that shit, and that's my point, because that actually takes place within the storyline of Resident Evil. They just added something different at the end. Umbrella kind of won. I'm not going to say anything else. You'll see that in my review, because I'll be doing a review on it, because that show deserves a good review. I've seen multiple reviews about it. I know I'm going off on a whole nother tangent, guys, but I gotta put this out there. It's been on my mind all day, and it's like, I just want to tell everybody, and I'm going to tell them. There are a lot of liars out there on YouTube right now that has reviewed that Resident Evil TV show. They lied. They lied. Unless they're watching an entirely different show than I saw, I'm telling you, that show isn't bad. I loved it more than I loved the last movie, and I defended that. And I kind of wish I could have took a few steps back from that now, because honestly, that's my least favorite Resident Evil related thing. Welcome to Raccoon City. It's a good film, but it's not, first impression, I fucking loved it, but I haven't really watched it since. And that tells me that it didn't have much of an impression on me like I thought it did. But the show, I would watch it again. And again, and again. And I would recommend it to any other Resident Evil fan, as long as you're not a racist. And I have to point that out, because I think everybody's lying, and I think they're all racist assholes, because they can't stand that Wesker's a black guy now. Ooh, well, guess what? I'm a big fan of the Mila movies, okay? It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love them. All of them. I don't care what anybody tells me. I've been in so many fights over that shit. And in those movies, the guy that plays Wesker, not the first guy, because they changed actors between Extinction and Afterlife, I believe. So the Wesker from Afterlife on, that guy I thought was the perfect Wesker. And Wesker is my favorite villain of all time. I just love Wesker. He's such a piece of shit, but I love him. And this guy in this new Resident Evil show fucking nailed it. I was blown away. At first, it took me a minute to really accept it, but once I started getting into that show, holy shit. And that's the whole point. People shit on things like that, but they give credit to things like Halloween. Let me specify. The new improved Halloween trilogy. And let's hope it's just a fucking trilogy, because I swear to God, if they make one more of these movies like this, I'm gonna freak. Hopefully, when they say Halloween ends, it really fucking ends. I don't want to see any more Halloween movies, because they done shot the pooch. They done did it, sir. They done did it. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry about my freaking rambling. This is supposed to be a double freaking reaction, and here I'm bitching about Resident Evil. But I'm in that kind of mood today. I just wanted to throw that out there to all y'all. Expect a review from me, and you're going to get an honest opinion from a real Resident Evil fan. Not someone that's going to nitpick and cry about every little thing. I'm not them kind of guys that want to see a direct Resident Evil game to movie. That just seems ignorant. Like, why would I want to see the same thing again, but on film? I already know what's going to happen. I'll just play the game. That seems like a more fun experience to me. Anyways, I'm going to shut up about that. Halloween Ends sucks ass. I cannot wait until this franchise stops. Maybe 15, 20 years down the road when I'm an old fuck, maybe they'll bring it back and do it better. But right now, this trilogy is a joke. And this is coming from a fan. I fucking love the Halloween movies. Maybe not all of them, but I love most of them. I never seen Season of the Witch, believe that. A lot of people told me I should watch it. But it's like, it's not about Michael, so it just doesn't make sense. It's just a different movie. It's like, oh no, it takes place in the same time. No, fuck you, dude. If it was so important, then why haven't they done it again? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe we'll look into that one day. Do maybe like a long reaction to it or something. Like this one. Yeah! And before we go, and before we're done with Michael, I have to put it back on because, you know, if you're seeing the second movie, you know what I'm talking about. I'm Scary Michael. Booga 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 booga. Ooh. Now we're done with Halloween. Now it ends. Now let's move on to the next reaction, which is the Sandman. And once again, this is one of them reactions I don't even know what to expect. I think I come across a trailer like about a week ago. So I don't know how out of date it is. There's been a few things that I've done that like released the day of me releasing the reaction. It's like, goddamn, I am behind. But this is the Sandman. I'm assuming. Actually, no, I'm not assuming anything. Actually, I'm not. Honestly, I don't even know what to think yet. I don't know anything. It's the Sandman. Come here. Metallica this up. Let's just get to this reaction because this video is going on way too long. In my Resident Evil rants. 3, 2, 1, go. Another Netflix show.
Your waking world is shaped by dreams. Dreams and nightmares that I create and which I must control.
He's out there looking for me, isn't he?
Can you imagine the damage he could do?
I need your help. If dreams disappear, then so will humanity.
You could do without dreams for a while. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in ages.
I'm not gonna stop until I've reshaped this world.
Tell us, what power of dreams you have?
I thought about giving up, but I have a job to do, and I do it.
Things have changed.
Your eyes will tell me everything. Every thought, every feeling.
My creations do not walk amongst the living, killing mortals for pleasure.
Oh, you don't think dreams can die? Let's find out.
Nightmares do not belong in the waking world.
Oh, it turns out I fit right in.
Dreams don't fucking die.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Wow, that was interesting. I enjoyed that a hell of a lot better than I did Halloween. You're not gonna get as much excitement out of me for this one though. The Sandman. Yeah. I think it has to do with the concept Sandman. He sprinkles sand in your eyes, put you to sleep, that kind of shit. But it seems like this is like a very advanced version of this kind of storyline. Looks kind of cool though. I'm very intrigued by this. Look like some pretty wild visuals. It looks like it has something a lot to do with dreams, which is always a interesting concept to take when it comes to movies. I always enjoy anything that tries to do dream sequences. Usually turns out pretty badass. You can just really do anything. Did you see that fly? Holy shit. I noticed a few actors in that trailer, but unless I go back through and just like pause each individual one, but I seen a few of them. One of them looked like Lady Gaga. I wonder if that was actually her. What was the other one? There was an actor from one of the Spider-Man movies. The Landlord from the original trilogy with Toby. The landlord, the guy that's always like, rent, rent. I seen a guy there that looked just like him. I don't know if that's the same actor or not, but yeah. So that looks pretty cool. When it comes out, I'll definitely be peeping it, which is at August 4th. And actually, wait a minute, we're past that date, aren't we? I did it again! No! Oh, Jesus. You know what? Who gives a shit, right? Most of you didn't even know there was a Sandman TV show, and now I'm telling you. Well, I guess I'll go and check that out here soon then, because I got a Netflix account, kind of, temporarily, so. I'll give it a 1 thumbs up, because I don't really know kind of where this is going on this trailer. I mean, it looks interesting, but it could be a total piece of shit. I don't know. Presentation was awesome, though. I liked it. Made it kind of feel serious. So, with that said, what'd you guys think? What'd you think of Halloween is? Are you counting the days till it's finally over, like I am? What'd you think of the Sandman? You gonna sleep well tonight? Can you sprinkle some sand in your eye? I don't know, guys. But I do know this. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me some feedback, tell me what you think, tell me what you know, and you comment down below. And I want to hear your guys' opinion on that new Resident Evil show. Even if you haven't seen it, what are you thinking? Even if you're a half-ass fan. Half-ass, I mean, like, you're not, like, hardcore, like I would be, like, oh my god, Resident Evil, Resident Evil, Resident Evil! That's how I am with it. Other people, they're like, oh, dude, Resident Evil, that's kind of cool, I should peep that shit. And if you're interested in watching it, tell me, are you being held back by what some people are saying out there? Because after I watched the series last night, or the season, I mean, I went on YouTube, and I was curious to see what people were actually saying, because I've already heard some negative things, but you're always going to hear negative things about certain stuff. And the first 3 reviews I watched, I could not bear 2 minutes of watching them, because they were lying through their teeth. If you're that, like, oh, I mean, if you're not entertained by that, then you need to stop watching television. You need to stop watching movies. You need to stop playing video games. You need to go out in the real world and do real world shit. Because you obviously have nothing that will impress you anymore. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that show is the best thing on God's green earth, because it's not. But it definitely deserves a hell of a lot more credit. It really does. And I will fight anyone tooth and nail over that shit. Bring it. Bring it. Anyways. Until the next reaction. Love. flow. Until next time, I will see you again when Halloween ends. Peace!
Rand! Rand!
I can't get out.
This is a free country, it's not rent-free country. Rand!
Quick.
Rand!
You're a good woman. I'm good man.
Give me rent. This is a free country, it's not rent-free country. Rand! Rand!
Hey, you're a good woman.
Give me rent. Rand! Rand! Give me rent.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!